Okay. So guys, Junior guys,
Inhotim,
the largest open air museum
of modern art
in the world. Corrections from Brazilians. So we're actually taking a walk, checking it out. Looks really, really beautiful.
There's a lot of gathering.
Welcome to the Happysimus channel, lovely, beautiful people. So a while ago, while visiting Brazil, I met a couple of friendly, loving people who took me to Inhotim. Just so for those of you who don't know what or where that is, Inhotim is located in Brumadinho. That is a city in Minas Gerais, state of Belo Horizonte. It's one of the world's largest open air complexes, spanning over 5,000 acres. It was founded in the early 2000s by Bernardo Paz. It uniquely blends contemporary art installations from renowned artists like Yayoi Kusama, Olafur Eliasson, Cledo Meirelles, and so many others. It blends all of that with lush botanical gardens featuring rare plant species. So it's some kind of intersection of art, nature, and architecture all put together in a very nice, attractive, worth visiting way. Attracts a lot of visitors from all over the globe. So anyways, check out the video on Inhotim later. That's not really what we're talking about. We're going to be talking about a very sensitive and emotionally charged topic, just a life in general, from the perspective of an Afro immigrant in Brazil. We are actually going to be listening to him talking about his daily experiences, his challenges, and most importantly about the topic of racism in general and just the whole idea of discrimination and prejudice. So okay, just so for context, Brazil has long promoted the idea of being a racial democracy. So it's more or less suggesting that racial differences are minimized and everyone has equal opportunities. However, research and lived experiences, especially talking to a lot of people, reveal significant disparities in income, education, and access to services amongst racial groups. That obviously challenges this narrative. We should also make mention of the legacy of slavery and structural inequality in general. As you might know, or perhaps not, Brazil was one of the last countries in the Americas to abolish slavery in 1888 to be precise. That obviously left some deep structural institutional inequalities, as you would obviously imagine. So Afro-Brazilians who make a significant portion of the population, they talk sometimes about like systemic barriers in employment, education, political representation, So obviously it's a complex a mix, you can't really just put it in simple explanations, but that's a whole, that's the kind of the picture. Of course, in recent years, Brazil has implemented affirmative action policies, racial quotas in public universities, government jobs, more or less to address this historical inequality. But of course, you would imagine that such measures would obviously spark a lot of debates along this right spectrum, right and left, obviously seeing it differently. Whatever. My point of view, just so you understand, racism, inequality, discrimination, prejudice, that's something I personally hold important. I personally consider it so important. A homeboy from Congo, actually, yeah, what's up? So I met a young gentleman, Adi, a physiotherapist from Congo to be precise, who has lived in Brazil for over 10 years. He recounts his experiences. Brazil is more or less like a second home to him, but I just wanted to get some kind of first-hand impression of what his experiences and what his stories, and all this while he's been in prison. So take a listen, and yeah, just a point of discrimination, just so you understand. It's not really like endorsing anything, it's not making any assumptions, it's just some kind of a open debate to talk about something which I personally, like someone with African heritage, considers very dearly and personal moments. So take a listen, guys. Have fun, enjoy.
Okay. Hello guys, my name is Ardi and I'm from Congo exactly. So my impression about Brazil is pretty much complex because I've been living here for 10 years, so I have pretty much stuff to say about Brazil, but like at the same time, not really much to say. Because Brazil is like a second home to me, it's a second home, so I really enjoy it. I'm really enjoying the experience here. I've been able to study here. I've been able to like, I came in Brazil without even knowing to speak Portuguese, so I have to learn from scratch. And it was very challenging, but I figured it out and was able to, to to interact, in so many levels. But like, I love Brazil. I think it's a multicultural country with a lot of cultural background, especially for Black people. I had the opportunity to live in Europe too, as well like you, but in France and Belgium. But since I came here, I really felt home. I'm from Congo and I pretty much lived like half of my life in Congo. So when I came here, it was like a second home to me. So culturally speaking, I identify myself a lot in Brazil culture. So many ways, music, cultural backgrounds, especially from Black people and stuff. And I kind of carry some part of the Brazilian story in myself too, because I feel what they feel.
Yeah.
As a Black person. So
would you say your race or your skin color creates challenges, racial prejudice, or any form of stereotypes?
yeah.
Would you say you experience that? If at all, could you be more specific examples?
Actually, to be honest, I've been through a lot here in Brazil because of my skin color. I've been through a lot of prejudice and and I experienced some racial behaviors because I'm a Black person here.
What is the worst experience you've had so far?
One example, like one day I was heading to a store, it was a sneaker store. And then I get there, I was trying to find myself some sneakers, because I really enjoy some good and, nice sneakers.
Yeah.
And then I got there and the security guard was like, checking on me and stuff. And I was like, what's wrong with him? And then he came to me, like, first of all, when I get to the store, nobody came to attend me because there's usually, those people, when you come to the store, they'll be like, oh, what's up? My name is Star. If you need anything, you can reach me and I will help you.
Gotcha.
And the other people in the store were being attended, but myself, I was like,
you felt like you were left over.
Yeah. And nobody attended me, and the security guy was like checking on me, like, be like, what the fuck this guy is doing? And then I was like feeling very uncomfortable. And then he came to me, be like, are you going to buy anything? I was like, do I have to buy anything to be in this store? And he was like, but like, if you don't have to buy anything, then I'll ask you to leave. I was like, what? I don't get you. How? How come? And then I got very frustrated. I remember myself and I'd be like, man, that's some bullshit because everybody is coming around here and checking the stuff and stuff. And nobody...
You felt like spotted out,
Exactly.
prejudiced and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a Black guy?
Exactly, it was a Black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was a guy.
okay.
It was,
Black people being more racist
You
Oh,
see,
okay.
you see.
So that was a little bit challenging.
So that was very challenging. I got very frustrated, and I was like, "That's some bullshit." Because how come you want me to buy something to be in this store? That doesn't make any sense. Everyone can come and check. I don't have to buy something exactly.
Gotcha.
And actually, I wanted even to prove him that I needed to buy something to show him that I had money. You know?
Gotcha.
But like anyway.
Okay, so just so I mean, obviously that was an experience to get.
Yeah.
I just want to get the flip side of it. Do you feel being a black has given you certain like what you might call advantages, or where like you feel you have certain things easier just because of your skin color? Are there situations where you feel that way?
I don't think so, because I still experience challenges, especially
Okay.
now because I'm in a professional market. You know, it's kind of sometimes I have to go to experience some, you know, let's say some challenge in the way that some people that, because I'm in the health, you know, health market.
Okay,
So
are you like a physician? Are
I
you
am
like
a physical therapist.
Oh, you're a physical therapist. Oh, I got you. So
So-
what kind of challenges are you experiencing as a physical
So
therapist?
sometimes it's hard for people here to see a black guy from health, you know, a health markets, you know,
Okay.
and they'll be like, "Are you really like a physical
Okay.
therapist? Are you really from, you know, a health
Don't
section?"
you-
You know,
Don't
yeah,
you-
it's kind of hard to the, and I have locks and I have dreadlocks and stuff.
Don't you think it's just a matter of lack of awareness, lack of being used to something? Because sometimes if you're not used to something, you can't be into that thing if you're not used to. So, you know, like trying to give them that chance to get used to as well. And I mean, obviously you have to prove yourself, and then the more they get used to, the more they actually become acquainted, and the
Yeah,
more they're
yeah.
gonna accept that.
Yeah, actually, you have a point, because when they got used to you, because I'm a black, you know, I'm a black guy and stuff, but like, I'm kind of, let's say, a special black, if I may say it like way.
How special?
It's very difficult for me to say it like way, but like, sometimes when I interact with some Brazilian, they notice that I'm not from here,
Oh, okay.
and there's literally switch up a little bit the way they interact with me.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
So they'll be more open. They'll be more like,
Oh.
"Oh yeah, you
Okay.
know." They'll not be like on guard.
Oh, I
in
got you.
certain
Okay,
way, you
okay.
know.
So it's like the
So-
more. So
So
you're
the first impression is a challenge. They feel like, you know, they don't accept me right away.
okay.
It's from time when they notice that I'm kind of different, you know.
Okay, got
This
you.
one is kind of different,
Okay.
and then they switch out the way they interact
So
with me.
perhaps there is a trust issue in terms of like trusting the people and learning what the people do. Okay. Yeah.
Kind of, I may say that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate
you. I
that.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Want to make mention that, of course, these are highly subjective experiences, and depending on where you are, who you deal with, and who you interact with, you're definitely gonna get a totally different version, a totally different story. It's just somebody's story. I just thought of sharing. I just want to make that disclaimer. It's personal and dear to me, and I generally just try to understand how people of my heritage, people of my race, how they are dealing, interacting, and surviving in different parts of the world. Yeah, you go. Have a good one, guys. There you go, guys. Happy Simos, life, travel, happiness, and humanity. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. There's definitely much stuff coming ahead. Peace and love. Give a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and obviously take care. And